trucking industry on Robs. Everybody saying, "Oh man, I'm still doing 10K a week. I'm doing 12K a week, bro." That's you, okay? Good, you're doing good, but eventually you're not. The whole industry is messed up right, and this is what's
All right. This is uh, a video on TikTok. I just want to share with y'all. I don't own the rights to it. Um, and what I want to address today is the trucking industry. Um, you hear a lot of stuff out here on social media about the trucking industry. Some guys are doing good, while some owner operators are doing good. Some company drivers are doing good, and some of them are not. All right, and let's address that. Um, I've been trucking since the mid 80s, right? And I've been a lease driver once, okay? Mostly I've been a company driver. And all trucking companies are basically the same. Excuse me. It's the same old soup, just warmed over. They claim they're different. You know, some companies will give you highs from 65 to 80 cents a mile, but they put you in a slow truck, okay? Yeah, they give you high mileage pay, but they put you in a slow truck. And basically, to get good miles out of that slow truck, you ain't gonna be able to do but probably a 30-minute break. You're gonna have to drive your full 11 hours, at least 10 and a half. And then you try to find you a place to park. And parking has become a hazard at truck stops. Okay. Um, it costs you about $25 a night to park. Because most of the time, if you don't get to the truck stop by this time in the afternoon, about 2 or 3 o'clock, and get you a free parking spot, but if you get there about 9 or 10 o'clock at night, um, there ain't no parking. And if you do find a free parking spot, it's going to be hard to get into, especially if you're driving a hood. So the truck stops, everything out here now is about the dollar bill. All right. Everything in the truck stops is sky high. Okay. Um, the mechanics, road service, little items, food, and everything at the truck stop is sky high. But the main problem with the trucking industry, see, the trucking industry is similar. The problem that we have in the trucking industry, and like I said, I've been out here since the mid 80s. Uh, the trucking industry is about like black people, right? Similar, okay? Black people complain about they don't have this or they don't have that or the white man this, the white man that, and if it hadn't been for slavery, so and so and so and so. And when you talk to most black people, they know what the problem is, but they don't do anything about it. And the only way to solve the problem is for black people to unite. Same thing with the trucking company. All right. Some black people will say, "Well, I ain't got no problem. I'm doing fine. I don't have no problem with white people." Okay. Some of them are arguing against that. All right. Some blacks are for Trump, and some blacks is for Biden. All right. Well, the trucking industry is similar. Right. Some owner operators are doing fine, but to fix the problem, because the problem in trucking, it's not the manufacturers. All right. It's not the shippers or the receiver. The main problem in trucking is the brokers. The brokers is what trimming all the fat off the loads. All right. Because America have always been a sort of slave mentality country where people want to sit on their ass and not do little or nothing and make more than the person out there working 24/7. See, and the only way the trucking industry will ever be strong again is that company drivers and owner operators have to unite, basically shut down. Until there's a shutdown, all right. See, because let me tell you something, the trucking companies, the big trucking companies, all right, Snyder, J.B. Hunt, okay, um, Prime, Warner, who else? I can name Sierra England, um, Swift. Okay, the big trucking company, the mega companies. Okay, they have always wanted to push the owner operators out of the way. See, so it's just similar to the problem that we have as black people. It's just a dog eat dog world. Everybody for themselves, God for us all. All right. The big fish eat up the little fish. The little fish are the owner operators. All right. Now the middleman is the broker. Broker stands in between the manufacturer or the shipper and the drivers. See, it's sort of like a conglomerate situation. All right. I heard one guy say on TikTok this morning that when hold on for 1 minute here. I'll be right back. Yeah, see, the brokers are the main problem with the trucking industry. Okay, one gentleman was saying this morning on TikTok that every time when the fuel go up, the price of fuel go up, um, excuse me, the rate goes up. All right, and when the price of fuel goes down, the rate goes down. Okay, so the owner operators really, it's no advantage to them. Yeah, you're giving me a higher rate, but it costs me more to operate because of the price of fuel. Now the fuel going down, you bring the rate down. Well, see, who control that? The broker. The broker has a flat rate contract with the manufacturer or the shippers. All right. They have a contract, okay, with this particular manufacturer or this particular shipper, which manufactures all shippers because they manufacture the products, and they hire the broker to move that product for them. All right. So the broker cuts a deal with them on the rate. All right. Per mile, per trip, you know. So his rate is never cut regardless of how high or low the fuel gets. They locked into that contract. All right. Well, I'll move your load for $6 a mile, $5 a mile. Okay. Well, here's how the broker operates. Like I say, America has always been a slave mentality country. All right. If that broker is getting $5 a mile to move that freight for that shipper, he don't try to break it off into you for $2.50. All right. See? So he gonna make as much as you. All right. $2.50 at 1,000 miles. All right. You make 2,500, and he'll make 2,500, but he don't have as much expenses as you got, and he home every night. And 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon, he leaving his office. He's locking up. All right. He won't be back to work until 7 or 8 or 9 o'clock Monday morning. You still out there holding that steering wheel. Okay. Yeah. It's gonna cost you $800 in fuel to run 1,000 miles. Hmm? You got 100 gallons on one side, and you got 120 gallons on the other side. All right, that's 220 gallons. Okay. The average truck, depending on how heavy the load is, you'll be good to get 6 miles per gallon. Okay. You should be able to go 1,200 miles off of 200 gallons if you're getting 6 miles per gallon. All right. But if you got a heavy load and you got a bunch of hills and stuff to pull, well, your miles per gallon goes down because the truck have to work harder. Hmm? So that $2,500 that you made, huh? You're gonna have to take $800 from that for fuel. Now you're down to $1,700. Okay, now the broker made the same amount you did. He made $2,500 too. But he ain't got no expenses because he's working out his house. All right, he got the same thing I got here: a telephone, a fax machine, a printer, and a computer. All right, all right. But the most expensive he got is a MC number. He might have to get a motor carrier number. See? So you kicking out about $800 every 2 days in fuel. He ain't got no expenses as a broker. Because since he's running the business in his house, well, he get a tax write-off for operating a business in his house. So a percentage of his utilities, all right, he can write off a percentage of his light bill, his phone bill, all that's tax deductible, the cost on it. See? So his operation cost is way yonder less than yours as an owner operator. See? See, make no difference how high the fuel gets or how low the fuel gets. It don't bother the broker money. All right. So sometimes he has to give up a little bit more to get that load moved. All right. Sometimes he's pushed. All right. To give a higher rate than he normally would just to get that load on down the road. So he may have to give up 325. Okay. He may have to give up 325. You know. Now he's locked in for $5 a mile, so he may have to pay 325. Hmm? But at the same token, all right, he still made a lot of money. He make $1.75 on the mile. All right, but he don't have no expenses. See, so that's the problem. And the only way you can move him, all right, the only way you can move him is you have to shut down. See, check all these presidents that we had. George W. Bush, um, Barack Obama, uh, Donald Trump, Joe Biden. None of these presidents really had addressed the trucking industry. All the federal government did, okay, was jack around the hours of service. It went from the paper law to the electronic law. They changed the hours of service. Okay. But nobody never addressed the money for truckers. All right. Always, diesel fuel is always higher than gas. Truckers have to pay way way more, way more than brokers just to get started in the trucking industry. It's gonna cost you about $10,000 just to get started. All right, brokers can set they shit up for about 3,000, if not less. All you need is a computer, a printer, and a phone, and an MC number. You know, in some cases you might have to be bonded. So anyway, so a broker can set up. All right, if he working out of his house. Now, if he got an office that he have to rent, then he got a overhead, but it's not the overhead is not as high as an owner operator overhead. It won't cost a broker $10,000 to get started. All right, you don't have to carry liability and collision. You don't have to have cargo insurance. You don't have to pay highway usage tax. You don't have to buy fuel and tires and do maintenance. So why should he make as much or more money than the driver, than owner operators? Hmm? When all he's doing is sitting back in his office just like me. See? So that's the problem with the trucking industry. And the only way you can move him out of the way or get some attention from Washington is you have to shut the trucks down, company drivers and owner operators. But you can't get them to come together as one, just like you can't get black people to unite together as one. And the scripture said that a divided house will fall. See? Park them trucks on the side of the road. Company drivers, stay home. Owner operator, shut them down. Now, company drivers are not making that much money. You know, bird. Company drivers are not making that much money. All right? A lot of company drivers are making anywhere from 65 to 80 cents a mile. All right? But you got a slow truck. All right? I was with this company. I'm taking a break right now. They wouldn't pay me but 56 cents a mile. Hmm? $32 a night if you had to lay over. All right, so I had to run about 2,200 miles a week. All right, and I probably make a little bit over 1,600, and Uncle Sam would hit me for at least 400. So $1,200 a week, but all I could do. A lot of companies tell you, well, you can get 25 to 3,500 miles a week. That's a lie. With the hours of service that they got now, you can't run 11 hours a day. Hmm? All right, and you can't average 70 miles per hour because you got construction, if you got a heavy load, you got hills, you got a slow truck. All right, You're not gonna run no 3,500 miles a week. Not legal. Not legal. Now you can do it, but you won't be legal. Okay. They promise you that, but a lot of times you won't get that. All right. It's hard to run 2,500 miles a week with a 70 miles per hour truck. If that's as fast as your truck will go, 70 miles per hour. If your truck is running less than that, it's hard to run 2,500 miles a week. You're going to have to sit in that seat 10 and a half hours a day. Okay. Yeah. You ain't going to be able to hardly, I mean, you got to take 10 hours off after 11 hours of driving. So got to get up and do it again the next day. Yeah, you ain't gonna make that kind of miles. You might be backed up in traffic sometime an hour. Sometimes they shut the road down. Can't nobody go nowhere. But the brokers is a problem. See, they chop all the fat off of the loads, the rate. They control the rate because they want to sit on their ass in their office and make as much money or more as you out there, the driver. See, and if you're a black owner operator, well, they're gonna try to lowball you anyway. Because they don't want to really buy into your financial success. See, because the trucking industry is a whiteboard thing. That's his venue. He started that. Hmm? See, because see, the federal government, they set all these rules. Okay? I go get my federal motor carrier safety regulation, all right, handbook. All right. They got all these, just how thick this book is. This book is let's see. 400, is that 4 or 6? 620 pages. 620 pages in this handbook right here. All right. It's by J.J. Keller. All right. But there's nothing in that handbook, and nothing in this handbook right here. All right. They call it a pocket book because if you don't abide by these rules right here, they're going to go in your pocket. All right. Yeah. They're going to go in your pocket. That's why they call it a pocket book. All right. But there's nothing in there about wages. Hmm? Nothing. Nothing in there about wages. Right? See? Now, you don't have DOT officers don't pull over brokers. Huh? See? This right here basically concern brokers. They don't have to abide by this. No, no, brokers don't want to sitting on a little corona here. Uh, Brokers don't have to abide by this pocketbook. DOT officers right now, they're pulling drivers over, company drivers and owner operators. All right. They're mostly focusing on owner operators. I saw a boy with TikTok. He had an $820 ticket. All right. His GPS probably led him down the wrong road, and he was on a restricted road. A man caught him, wrote him a $800 ticket for just a simple mistake. Hmm? DOT stop you, they go all underneath your trailer, trying to find something wrong with your brakes. All underneath the tractor. Checking your slack adjusters and all of that. Checking the thread depths on your tire. They trying to find something wrong. They pull you into the weigh station. All right. Brokers don't have to go through that and make this as much money or more than the so-called drivers. Company drivers should be making $1 a mile. Huh? They want to set a standard for minimum wages, and they need to set a standard for the trucking wages, truck driver wages. You're away from your home, all right? I talked to a company out of Chicago the other day, all right, about going to work for them, and they told me that I had to be out on the road 2 weeks at a time. Hmm? You're away from home 2 weeks at a time, all right? You got to eat out of the truck stops. Or you have to go to Walmart and go shopping, all right? Or you have to get you a little George Foreman grill or something and cook right there in your truck. That's the best way to do it. To buy groceries. So when I was out there on the road, I was staying out there a week at a time. You know, I was with G&D Integrated out of Morton, Illinois. I'm still employed with them. I took some time off. Um, I shop for my house and I shop for the truck. Okay, because I was out there 5 days a week. Sometime I got home on sometime I got home late Friday afternoon. Sometime I got home sometime around this time on Saturdays, maybe a little bit earlier, sometime later. It depends. Okay, I had to be right back out early Monday morning. So if you're running the road, all right, drivers should across the board, local, regional, whatever. You should at least should make $1 a mile. Yeah. because prices at the truck stop is steady going up. Out there on that road, you stop on the turnpike and get you a sandwich, a double whopper with cheese, and a drink. That's gonna be about $10. Hmm? Cup of coffee, $2.50. Hmm? Cost of living going up, groceries going up. All right, drivers need to make at least $1 a mile, and that's from point A to point B. Running the fastest route, not the shortest route, the fastest route. Because the shortest route might not be the fastest route. The shortest route, you may turn more miles, but it takes you a hell of a lot longer to get there. Owner operators should make a minimum of $4 a mile. Yeah, with the price of fuel, high as it is for them to operate, they got a lot of bills to pay as an owner operator. Hmm? Uh, man sent me. I'm gonna share this with you. Man shared
with the independent
man shared this with me.
trucking industry, owner ops. Every
Uh, sent me this the other day. Um, and he had a lease purchase package that he was trying to sell to a sucker. All right, all right. So you got people out here want to own their truck so bad until they'll go into this lease purchase bullshit. Okay. Most lease purchase are a ripoff. I think I got to go to my email for that. Let's see here. But he sent me the breakdown on what it will cost me uh, to go into his lease purchase. All right, and they had some nice, pretty trucks, and that's what get a lot of drivers. They want because drivers want to look good. A lot, yeah, a lot of drivers want to look good, but looking good and making money is two different things. Man, I must erase that. Uh, mm, mm, mm. I must erase it. He might send it to my other email address. Let me go there. See if he sent it over here. Well, he had it all broken down, man. Yes, everybody want nice, pretty trucks. So them lease program, they got all them nice, pretty trucks. 2015 to 2023. And now, hear what he said. Lease to buy a truck 2018 2021, 300 to 650 a week. Okay? and at least going to be from 3.5 years to 5 years. That's the contract you're going to. No money down. Okay, that's how they get you. Lease to Buy International 2019, $300 weekly, 3-year payoff. If you want a 2020, it's $400 a week, 3.5-year payoff, no money down. All right, Lease to Buy 2022 to 2023. All right, $650 a week, 5-year payoff, but you must put down 5Ks. If you want to lease a brand new Cascadia, it'd be $700 a week, 5-year payoff. Put 8 cents a mile maintenance, towing, and registration is included. You want to lease a brand new Volvo, $700 a week, 5-year payoff time, $5,000 down. Okay. Now they got International, ProStars, Pete's, 579 Pete's, and the T80 Kenworth, and the Volvo 660. All right. No money down. All right, they say, we'll give you 88% of the loads. Okay, see, companies got a lot of shit with them too. All right, like I told you, most companies are the same. Same old suit, we just warmed over. Might be a different color. All right. Now they say, we'll give you 88% of each load, but you won't actually know what the load is paying. That 88% is from what number they say it's going to be. Because you don't actually have the confirmation from whether it's a broker load or whether it's a manufacturer load. Because some companies, all right, have bypassed the brokers. And they're dealing directly with the manufacturer. Okay? In other words, they have in-house brokers. Okay? So they can always shit you because you don't actually know what the actual confirmation was between them and the broker or them and the shipper. Okay? So it's a big difference if they're getting $2 a mile. All right. I mean, if they're getting, say if they're getting $4.50 a mile, all right, then they tell you that they're getting $2 a mile, and they give you 88% of $2 a mile. Huh? Hmm? 88% of what? See, that's where to get you at. All right. Now, he said, we'll give you 88% of each load. All right. You'll have $250 for cargo and liability insurance. Okay. $225. Now this is a week now, what you're paying. $225 for dry van rental. You got to rent the trailer from them. $40 a month for your trip pack. $150 a month for your electronic log, the ELD. $99 is a one-time enrollment fee, whatever that is. $30 one-time permit. $200, you need $2,000 escrow. And registration, $2,500. The IFTA, bobtail insurance is going to be $465 a month. All right, now, they say they give you a fuel card. See, now you got all that expenses plus fuel. You can get 100 gallons. 100 gallons can be used at the TA or the Love and the petrol. You can get 150 gallons must be used at the Flying J and the Pilot. So you got to go to three different truck stops, 5 different truck stops. DEF can only be used or purchased only at the Flying J and the Pilot. See, a whole bunch of bullshit they just sent me, man. Whole bunch of bullshit. See, on a lease purchase. Now you have to pay your own way to Chicago, because that's where them boys at. You have to pay for your own hotel room, pay for your own meals. Yeah. And this is where a company called Ego Lease Purchase. So most of those, you saw most of those Ego trucks or lease purchase truck because I asked them about being a company driver, and I ain't got no response for them on being a company driver. It make me think they don't really hire company drivers. Yeah. So folks, drivers, company drivers, owner operators, you got to shut down. Got to shut down. If you want things to change in the trucking industry, where there'll be a flat rate, because what we need is a flat rate across the board. All right. That'll keep drivers from trying to cut each other's throat. All right. That'll keep the companies, the big companies, from trying to push out the owner operators. Okay. We need a flat rate across the board for owner operators and a flat rate across the board for company drivers. Period. Owner operators, $4 a mile. I don't give a damn if you ain't hauling nothing but a box of damn toilet paper. They want to put you all on them heavy loads. Hook you to 44,000 pounds, and you got to drag it up a fancy gap, going to Chicago, coming out of the Carolinas, huh? Going to Ohio, and they want to give you but $2.25 a mile. No, flat rate across the board, owner operator, $4 a mile. Period. Hmm? Flat rate for company driver, dollar a mile, dollar a mile, from point A to point B. Hmm? The fastest route. Yeah. And when that happened, things would be a whole lot different in the trucking industry. You won't have companies trying to cut other companies' throat or trying to push other companies out of business. Everybody will be making the same thing. Yeah. So you won't have to look or feel as though you any better than me. Everybody make the same thing. Your truck might be newer than mine. Your truck might look better than mine, but we're making the same thing. We're making $4 a mile for the freight that we haul. Make no difference where we go. $4 across the board. If a broker want to pay you more, then that's between you and the broker. But the minimum, $4 a mile. If a broker want to pay you more, or if a shipper want to pay you more, then that's on y'all. That's between y'all two. As a company or owner, as a company, or as an owner operator, okay, you gonna get $4 a mile, hmm? And that'll shut a lot of this bullshit down, right? Everybody be making decent, okay? Four at $1 a mile, and you got 1,000 miles. That's just $4,000. Yeah, but you got to shut down. Everybody got to come on one. Everybody got to come to one accord. Okay, the companies got to stop fighting against companies. Okay, you come in there at the end of my contract, and you come in there and you underbid me, so you could get the contract. You a broker and you getting $5 a mile on the road on the load, and you want to give me two as an owner operator. No, you'll be a set rate for everything across the board. Okay, whether it's $4 or $5 a mile, whatever the rate, just set a rate, a standard rate, all the way across the board. For companies, that go for companies and owner operators. Yeah, a minimum standard rate. Company drivers, minimum dollar a mile. Make no difference if you're an amateur. Make no difference if you just get in the trucking industry. You're still driving. You're still hauling that freight down the road. Okay? Well, y'all might say, well, it ain't right for a rookie, somebody just come out of driving school to make as much as me, and I've been out here 10 or 20 years. So what you gonna do? You can set a standard for the amateur drivers, okay? But I would rather see one rate across the board for everybody. Because the rookie drivers, they gotta learn. You learn, all right? But when I was a rookie driver, when I first started out, when I first started out, I was making 60 cents a mile. Okay, that was in the 80s. Okay, so you want to pay a driver by experience, or you want to pay him for being a driver? Because a rookie gonna get that freight down the road the same as a professional. All right, he been out there a year. He gonna get that freight down the road just like a man been out here 20 years. We're doing the same thing. We're holding that steering wheel and we're shifting gears. Right? If you got an automatic, well, that's a whole lot better. That's a whole lot better. Automatic is a whole lot better for an old man like me. I'm 68 years old. I don't have no problem with automatic. I can drive all of them. Because see, I learned on an international, okay, for 10 speed, full of transmission. Yeah. So one set rate for everybody, regardless of experience. Because experienced driver fuck up too, just like a rookie driver. Experienced driver make errors too, make mistakes too. Experienced driver have wrecks too. Hmm? Yeah, experienced driver have wrecks. Yeah, anybody can have a wreck, but you're doing the same thing. You drive in a commercial vehicle, all right? Pay me $1 a mile. And you keep all that safety bonus bullshit and all that. Just pay me $1 a mile. Like I told my company, they said, well, with the safety bonus and the incentive and blase, you're actually making 63 cents a mile. All right. Well, they got all this bullshit on the damn truck that snitch on you. If you're following too close, if you're going over the speed limit, all right, all that plays a part on whether or not you're gonna get a safety bonus or not. They snitch on you. They got all that shit on the truck. They tell on you. Okay. If you're going down a hill and you don't hold it back, and you get over and you go over the speed limit, the truck is governed to 68, and you're going down the hill and you get past 68, all right, going down that hill, that load pushing you, that truck tell on you, it snitch on you. I don't like snitching ass trucks. Yeah, got a radar on it, it automatically put the brakes on for you. Yeah, and I told him, I said, you got all this shit on your truck, so you can sit back on your ass in your office and look at drivers, see what they're doing, all right, but you can't pay them a 56 cent a mile. You spend millions of dollars to put all this technology on your truck, radars and all that, all the bullshit and cameras and shit. But you can't pay your driver 56 cents. You want all that shit so y'all can sit back in the office, you know, drink coffee, bullshit, you know. Let me see what he doing. Let me go in and see what he doing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, you want a perfect driver. You might as well put a damn robot in the damn truck. Yeah. You send all them damn message about this and about that and about this and about that. Fuck that. I ain't clambering under no goddamn trailer getting my damn clothes dirty. Okay. Looking at the damn brakes. I put a light on them. I put my light on them under there. I ain't clambering underneath that goddamn trailer and get my damn clothes dirty up and shit. Hell no. No. Hell no. So about the brakes cracking, that ain't my damn problem if the damn brakes cracking. You need to go to the damn manufacturer that made the damn brakes. Yeah. Ain't going with that damn shit. What's wrong with you? See, so what they expect from drivers, I don't have no problem doing a pre-trip inspection. That's for my benefit. Okay, I don't have no problem with that. Yeah, get out and kick the tires. Hit the tires. Make sure they're up. Check the tire pressure and all that stuff. I don't have no problem with that. No, that's a part of safety. Yeah. Okay, but I ain't clamped underneath that trailer and get my clothes dirty up. Okay, see, but you got to do that. So you buy your damn jumpsuit. You buy your damn jumpsuit, okay, and climb on that trailer and check them brakes. Because DOT stop you, that's the first thing he gonna do. He gonna climb on that damn trailer and check them brakes. And if it's a problem with him, he gonna write you a ticket. So you need to catch the problem before the DOT catch you, because DOT is out there in numbers now, especially in South Carolina and North Carolina. All right. Then you got the highway troopers. Then you got the damn police and the damn sheriff. Okay. So they do everything they can to put their hand in the pocket of the working man, the truck drivers. Nobody give a damn about the truck drivers. None of the president ever addressed the issues that we have out here on the truck in the trucking industry. Okay, all right. Diesel fuel is the highest fuel out there. Why? The system is against the truckers, and all we can kill that. Just like black people can kill their problem. Unite, come together. Company drivers, owner operators, all right, shut down. They're gonna have to be a sacrifice. Now, some of you will say, well, I can't afford to shut down. All right. I gotta keep going. I got bills to pay. I got a family to support. I understand that, but there have to be a sacrifice. Without a sacrifice, you're not gonna be able to change anything. Okay? No pain, no gain. Yeah. You're gonna have to go through a little bit of suffering. It ain't gonna be long. It ain't gonna be long. I guarantee you the shutdown won't last a month. Hmm? And if you don't have enough money, if you're out here working every day, and you ain't got enough money put back to sustain for 1 month, then what the hell are you doing with your damn money? Evidently, you're living above your means. Hmm? If you can't sustain, you ain't got enough in the kitty to sustain for 1 month, then what the hell you out here working for? All right, I've been telling truck drivers a long time ago. All right, see, that's one reason why they killed Jimmy Hoffa. See, because of union. See, union has been has always been good. Okay, because you got money, because you pay union dues, so you got to kid it. If y'all truck drivers unite to form a union, and every truck driver, whether company or owner operator, okay, pay $5 a week. $5 a week. One that y'all piss out on at them truck stop on them video games and stuff. Huh? If every truck driver in the United States, all right, whether you be company driver or owner operator, we start a union. Put $5 a week in that union. Hmm? Just $5. Just $5. Within a few months, not even, you won't have to go a year. You can go 6 months. There's 3 million. There's 3 million. About 3.36 million. That's 3,360,000 truck drivers in the United States. Hmm? Let's multiply that times 5. Let me find a calculator here. All right, 3, 3, 6. All right, 3,360,000 truck drivers in the United States. Let's multiply that times $5. All right, if we do that just one time, hmm? If we put $5 in one time, just 1 week, hmm? You got 16 million. If you got $5 from each one of them, for each one of them, 3,360,000 truck drivers just donate $5 a week. The first week, you got 16 mil. Do the math. Do the math. Just with $5. Now you take that revenue, let it stay in the kitty, put it in an interest-bearing account. You can do it for, if you do it for 6 months, y'all do the math. All right, let's go a month. Hmm? Let's go a year. A month would be 6 to 7 million. Let's times that 12. Then a year's time, you got 860 million. You'd have enough to sustain if you shut down. But we can't get drivers to come together and unite. Shut down. We control the world. Everything that you have in your household at one time or another been on the truck. What I say today, that's my personal opinion, y'all. The problems that we having at the truck stops, at the shippers, at the receivers, with the rates, all that can be eliminated. All you got to do is come together, unite, and shut them down. What I say today is just my personal opinion. I don't want to make nobody mad, but I have to tell you the truth. My name is Bobby Collier, I represent the House of Common Sense. Some things are just common sense. All right? Some things are just common sense. Think about it. That's the only way to do it. Hmm? You got to get some attention in Washington. All right? And tell them what you want. All right? This is what we want. All right? And we're going to keep these trucks parked until we get it. And if we don't get it, y'all don't get no freight. Just as simple. Y'all be blessed.